Hi, everybody.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome to Saturday night, live in our living room, live from our living room.
Yep, you're in our living room
You're
right
here?
now.
Oh, yeah, we need to.
We're going to turn off something in the background so we don't.
There's always one thing we forget.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's okay.
Well, we're happy you're here. It's a Saturday night. We're located in Davis. We don't know where you are, but we're playing to you through these fancy microphones and
wherever you are.
internets. We're playing to you, so we're glad you're here tonight. We're going to do a couple sets like usual. Megan's mom is on the comments. Anything else we need to
There really is no
say?
news. It's just
Yeah.
we're glad to be here
Yeah.
with you guys. We're glad you're here. We're glad you could come and sit back and relax. We're going to serenade you.
Yeah. Do you want to start playing?
Yeah, let's
Anything
start
else?
playing.
All right, let's do
Yeah.
this. This is also just about almost to the day, 18 years that we've been playing music together. So we just wanted to hop on and do a show to celebrate that.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll be doing some in-person shows coming up over the next few months, but we didn't have anything for tonight, and we figured, well, let's walk across the room and turn things on.
What better way to celebrate?
Yeah. And that's a weird thing that I just said, but hey, you know.
This is not a scripted show. We know that. It's okay.
Very true.
If
All
it
right.
were, it might be a little boring. So
If that's the least off-color thing I say tonight, then
Then you're doing
good.
fine.
That's right. All right. Well, let's play some music. The wind on that day blew the clouds all her way and left her to walk in the haze. Though the sun was not bright, her footsteps fell light, for not one single question plagued her mind. Above her rhododendrons rose, and the mockingbirds composed songs which had neither meaning nor direction. Their music gently fell like 1,000 silver bells to envelop and twirl all around her. At the edge of the sea, she fell down upon her knees. Tears of joy leapt and met the waves. Laying cradled in the sand, she felt the pulse run through the land, and she knew that the world was breathing with her. The crescent moon hung like a bow, aimed at the ocean down below, till it sank in the depths of its waters. The wind's fingers through her hair, and her laughter filled the air with a burst of wild spinning patterns. The wind on that day blew the clouds all her way and left her to walk in the haze. Though the sun was not bright, her footsteps fell light, for not one single question plagued her mind. Above her rhododendrons rose, and the mockingbirds composed songs which had neither meaning nor direction. Their music gently fell like 1,000 silver bells to envelop and twirl all around Yeah.
Drop that one off a cliff. Woo.
Isn't that how we do it?
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay,
exactly
just
how we do
making
it. It's
sure.
just like it when it works.
Yeah, sometimes that cliff is real sharp, and
Yeah,
sometimes,
sometimes I don't see the cliff until I'm over it.
well, isn't that the truth, everybody?
Yeah, exactly. Gotta watch out for that cliff. if you can.
Veronica says, we were listening to Sirius XM and we just turned off David Lee Roth to listen
Oh,
to
my.
Eisner and Smith.
So Atlanta out there turned off David Lee Roth
Yeah,
to tune the live from the living room, and I just
David,
love
we
that.
are sorry. We had no
Well,
idea.
I'm not sorry.
Well,
I'm
we
not
didn't know
sorry.
we were
David-
in competition with somebody like David.
I'm sure a lot of people call him David, right?
Dave, D.
I'd go with D,
I go
probably.
with D too.
Big D.
My mom says the right thing
Yeah.
every time. All right.
We're glad you're here, Veronica.
We are so glad.
All right, we're gonna do a song about siblings. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Saw one of my siblings today. That was good.
Yeah, hi Jesse if you're out there.
Yeah. Will I ever know them quite like I did when the long hours of summer rolled along? Sitting in the shade garden, drinking lemonade, weary from the sun, but still felt strong. There were 20,000 things to do in a summer afternoon, and if we rested long, it would be gone. Will I ever know them quite like I did when the dreary rains of winter trapped us in? Some days felt like torture, silent agitation, loving hate we all save for our kin. But oh, the early evenings Mom would play piano, and we soaked up her music through our skin. Will I ever know them quite like I did when the grass-stained days of spring came around? All the hills were topped with green as far as we could see. It seemed as though it seeped up from the ground. And as the days would slide away, so would those hours of play. So in our beds we talked till sleep was found. Will I ever know them quite like I did when all our days were held in childhood's hand? Moving through our daydreams, skipping over reason, building forts to see how long they'd stand. And as the days would slide away, so would those hours of play. So in our beds we'd talk till sleep was found. And as the days would slide away, so would those hours of play. So in our beds we'd talk till sleep was found. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice one.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. We hear ya. We feel ya. We had a little idea about tonight, maybe this afternoon when we sent the email out. We thought, oh, it'd be kind of nice to hear from people. Well, first of all,
Well, we should. Why don't we? I'll say what how it all started.
yeah, why don't you do that?
So we, many of you have heard this probably before, but the way we really got started, we had met a couple years in 2002 or so at the California Shakespeare Festival, Cal Shakes, and got to be friends, went separate ways as actors do, and were cast a couple years later in a show called Woody Guthrie's American Song up in Nevada City, California.
Yeah.
And were you going to say something?
No,
Oh.
go ahead.
And so we got to do this wonderful play, and it's all about harmonies, 5-part harmonies. We're all playing instruments. There's a band, but there's also the actors playing.
I was just going to say shout out to Martha.
Oh, yeah, I was going to mention that too, yes, to the local cast of Woody Guthrie's American Song.
We're all in the family.
Yeah.
Once you've done it once,
Yeah.
you're all in the family.
So we, Megan and I were the only two in the cast available to do this little radio spot on KVMR up in Nevada City, one of the greatest radio stations. So we went in as a duo, just as members of the cast to promote the show. And I don't even remember exactly what we played. Mostly
We didn't
not,
sing anything from the show.
We didn't. We did Pastors of
Oh,
Plenty.
that's right.
But that a different version. Anyway, so
Yeah.
we were. We played. We were only two available, so we played and sang, and we kind of, wow, this is a really nice, actually a nice blend. The two of
Yeah.
us singing, and we should ditch the rest of the cast and just like take over. No.
Just go on the road
But
ourselves.
so that was kind of the first time we played as a duo, and that was about almost exactly 18 years ago. And then a few months later, we had our first gig at Bazaar Cafe
In San Francisco.
in San Francisco, around the corner from where Megan was living
Thank you,
at the
Leslie
time.
Makiko.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a little of the origin story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a thing that changed the trajectory
Oh,
of both
yeah, yeah.
our lives.
Yeah.
We both had other plans and other
Yeah.
things we wanted to do. But that kind of changed everything for us. It was just sort of this moment in time that kind of made us do a screeching halt and a left turn.
Yeah.
And so, it'd be interesting to hear from you guys if you've ever experienced something like that, something in
Yeah.
your lives that you just didn't expect. Discovery of, it doesn't have to be a person even, just like
Yeah.
something that happened to you that changed the whole course of your life.
Yeah. And it wasn't, the thing about it and looking back is not like it was this moment where like in the moment you're like, oh my God, everything's changed.
Right.
But looking
But
back,
that was
it
the
wasn't
moment.
even, it was what we were talking about was a certain decision
Yeah.
that I had made, and I realized, wow, I wouldn't have done that show, and then we wouldn't have been a duo, and
Yeah.
all, like, any number of exponentially things that wouldn't have happened. So
Yeah.
yeah. So there you go.
And this song wouldn't have happened.
And
this
next song wouldn't have happened.
It would have never
That's the
been
other
written.
thing is a lot of the songs just wouldn't. I mean, even if I'd written, I would have kept writing songs, but these songs
It would have been
wouldn't
just
written.
Meisner and.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. I was going by Meisner and before we met, and then
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. You've got a last name.
Looking for the
I've
Smith.
got a dangling participle.
Is that what that is?
No, it's not, but it was the only form of grammar that I could think of.
Your mom's gonna correct us,
I know.
hopefully.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's play a little bit more, and please do say hi. We love reading the comments, and Peg will shout some out to us along the way. We always read them after the shows too.
Indeed.
But also to all you lurkers out there, whether
Yeah.
you're on YouTube or Facebook, and you're just hanging out and doing your thing, we love you lurkers.
Yeah, we know you're there.
yeah.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
We feel you. It's all good.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah, this song actually was written when we were living in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Sunrise in the city, 18 floors above, wondering why this yearning, well, it fits him like a glove.
Sowing in the garden, roots are growing round her toes, naming all the seedlings, giving back more than she owes.
Cross-eyed from creation, sharpened like a blade, running down the alleys, free and unafraid. Yeah. There's a sunny spot on Bird Street in a corner tucked away, and they dance there on the sidewalks, hidden from the fray. Huh! Oh yeah.
Nice one.
I've got a hunger deep as the water, future as bright as a murder of crows.
Sometimes I feel like fatherless daughter, motherless child, nobody knows.
Chest to the earth, eyes on the spotter, flick of the wrist, everyone goes. Sometimes I feel like a lamb to the slaughter, everyone sees me right through my clothes. Carry the songs, stories and textures, try not to think about what has been sold. Where are the hands, where are the gestures? Yesterday's comfort is already cold. lost and scattered, swept through the waves, sleep on the shore, finally arrived. What does it matter? Freedom here might be worse than war. Got a hunger deep as the water. Future is bright as a murder of crows. Sometimes I feel like a fatherless daughter, a motherless child. Nobody knows. The name of that one's Deep as the Water. Thank you.
That's a good one. They're all good.
Well, thank you. We pay you all very well to be in here and compliment us. We got another good friend of ours in the house tonight. Good friend Adrian. Unless you're trying to hide out or something. Were we not supposed to announce that you're here or anything? Are you supposed to be somewhere else? But we're really glad that you all are here with us tonight. Is there anyone saying hi? Should we take this chance
let's do it.
to say hello to some folks?
Oh, my mom has taken a big, big breath, which means there's a lot of you out there. It's great.
Yep. We have Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
We have Polly.
Hi, Polly. Hi,
Hey,
Cuzzo.
Cuzzo.
We have Doug Walter, and he says he met Lemongello when they were working on a Vote Yes for Tomorrow
Oh.
in the fall of 1982, which was a concert and craft fair in Community Park. And it was so successful they decided to do it the next year, and that was how they met and started off.
Wow.
And I think we went to that.
You think we went to that?
82, yeah.
In 82? So we were probably there, Doug and Donna. We were probably at the event that you guys met at. That's really cool. Thanks for sharing that.
Thanks for being here, you guys.
And
Yeah.
Martha Kite mentioned the bootleg date, which is
April. It's in April. It'll
We're
be
gonna,
on.
you know what we're going to do is we're going to check our website,
Yeah.
which is meisnerandsmith.com, and the calendar section. I think that house concert's around the 20th or 22nd of
okay.
April.
All right, 'cause she
It's on the
was thinking-
website, though.
She
Is
thought
it?
it was
Yeah.
the night, and there was some discussion.
Oh, it could be that.
To check it.
Boy,
We have
we're
it.
so informed.
It's okay. It's week by week here. It's week by week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Martha. Hi, Martha.
And Larry Gunther says, Lurkers Unite.
Hey, Larry.
And Candace Croster is tuning in from East Davis as usual.
Hi,
Hey,
Candace.
And Veronica is struggling in the heat.
Oh, God.
And I said, sorry, it's humid there. Ours is only dry heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a little heat wave too, but it's not the same. It really isn't. You guys have a whole different kind of heat out there.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Atlanta.
Stella Brown said, knowing Stella changed her world.
Oh, yeah.
Selah, we feel exactly the same as you do.
Yeah.
Harold Smith is with us.
Hi, Harold.
Hi, Harold.
John Poirier is with us.
Hi, John.
Stephanie Chu is with us.
Hey, Stephanie. Everybody's here. All right.
And Kate Laddish is with us. And
Oh,
is happy
good.
with the Arco as usual.
Oh, thanks, Kate. How are you?
And Chu Lamb says that they were was at the Bazaar Cafe.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right. Chew it.
You guys were there. That's right. And you have been with us ever since, which is amazing to
Yeah,
us. Thank
yeah.
you so much. Thanks for tuning in.
And Jared Ketchup says that you're not a bad baseball player either.
Oh, yeah. That's right, Jared. You're right. And I do apologize. I was headhunting a few weeks ago. I said, let me try one fast pitch.
and underhand.
Was it a heat seeker?
Well, it was a head seeker. I don't know how hot it was, but it was. He got out of the way. He was quite limber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it one of the Matrix kind of things where he goes back and back and back, or was it just like a nice side duck?
It was somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Ken Hyatt is with us.
Oh, cool. Hey, Ken.
And Julia Halsney is in White Sands National Park, New Mexico.
Oh wow,
We've
we've
been
been
there.
And she says she has a tattoo in Hebrew that expresses living and learning through experience and helps her live in the moment.
Love that.
That is awesome.
Who was
That's
that?
Julie.
That's Julia.
Julia.
Oh, cool.
Julia,
Yeah, we
that
were
is a
in-
beautiful, beautiful thing to share. I love that.
We have a cool video that you took
Yeah.
of me running down the White Sands, one of those dunes.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that
a
was
beautiful
our
place.
first tour out Southwest.
That's right, and I think we
Yeah.
figured out it was 2009.
I think we did.
And Bruce Collar is with us.
Hi,
Hey, Bruce, cool.
And Neil Jackson says he was at the Bazaar Cafe too.
Oh my
And
God.
they'd only been dating a few months, so a lot of good things came out of that year.
Wow,
wow.
Neil, that's right. You and Cass had just met too. This is so cool. All of the things, all of the connections colliding.
Yeah.
I love that. I love
And
that.
Jim Wyatt says he met you at Woody. He was
Oh,
in the
yeah.
house band Spinning Wheel.
That's
Yes,
right. Hey,
yes.
Jim. How
Hey,
cool.
Jim.
Good
How
to
are
see
you?
you. Well, I can't see you, but your name
It's nice to
draws
hear
a
from
picture
you.
in my mind
Yeah,
of
it's
that
nice to hear
production.
from you.
How
And
cool.
that's the family, the Woody Guthrie
Yeah.
family.
And Kathy Hellison and Bob from Berkeley are with
Ah,
us.
Kathy
cool.
and
Hey,
Bob.
Kathy and Bob.
And Dave Morris.
Hey, Dave.
Sweet. Hi, Dave.
And Martha is keeping us straight. She says the website says April 9th for the bootleg.
April
Okay.
9th at the Bootleg.
Thank you, Martha. We so appreciate you doing that. Thank you.
And Kimberly Eddy says, Happy 18th, greetings from St. Paul.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks,
cool.
Kimberly. Wow, I love just the fact that everywhere she goes, she checks in with us and lets us know where she's coming
Yeah.
from. It's so cool. So cool to know you're out there, Kimberly. Hope
All right.
St. Paul's treating you well.
And Doug says that for the two festivals in 82 and 83, the headliner in 82 was Jessie Colin Young,
Ah,
and 83 was Kate,
Kate
Wolf.
Wolf. He told
Wow.
us about that. I remember that, Doug. Wow. That's really cool. And you know what? Maybe we were there, Mom. Do you remember that, Dad? 82, 83?
He was.
Back in the day. Caitlin was just a little bitty baby, right?
Yep.
Duncan was just a sparkle in your eyes.
And Beverly Bird says, Rio Nito is here. Congrats on 18 years.
Oh,
Hey,
thanks, Uncle
Doug
Doug,
and
and Dev. All right. All right.
And Martha says her story is a Woody story. She did Woody for the first time in 2003, 2012, and 2022.
Oh, so you've been in the family a while.
And she says, a lifelong love affair with that beautiful piece. It increased my family so and continues to.
I love
Yeah,
that.
it certainly
yeah.
does.
Yeah, I mean, we could just point to that show and see that's
Yeah.
our catalyst.
That's right. Absolutely.
All right, well, we're gonna do one that was also written in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the lining of her coat, verses, sonnets, and prose, and she knows it's all just ribbons and bows. Some rhymes are harder, sometimes it shows, I suppose. Rain falling in the middle of the day, blue skies fading to gray, whisked away. She sets off with words to explain all of the places her heart's been since dawn yesterday. Calm, walking down the street she's on, moment here and we're gone. Come round to find out it's been a song all along. Other shore, you know. Send me what you compose, highs and lows, whether of sun or of snow, whether it will soon or whether it blooms like a rose. I suppose.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice ring.
Thank you.
Very cool. Well, yeah, we're gonna throw in a little electric now, I think. Black Sabbath. A little David Lee Roth.
Yeah. Gotta jump, right?
Jump in.
Wait, is that the right era?
I don't know.
I don't even know. No, that might have been Eddie Hagar.
That actually might have, yeah.
Or
Well,
Sammy Hagar. Eddie Hagar.
Sammy. Who's Eddie Hagar?
Eddie Van Hagar, I think isn't that the?
It's all right. Doug is here tonight. He will correct us all.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Doug will straighten us out.
I mean, I think that's David Lee Roth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's hard to forget. That video. Yes, the video.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember watching the video. He had those spandex on with the long hair.
And you grew up
Jump
that
in.
day.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I watched MTV over at my grandparents' house because I wasn't allowed to watch it at home. So I would sneak down to the end bedroom, watch MTV. I want my MTV. Child of the 80s.
Okay, Doug has clarified everything.
Okay.
David Roth wrote the lyric for Jump while riding around in the back of his 51 Mercury with band roadie Larry Hostler driving.
Wow.
Of course he's in the back. What was it? Pontiac? What?
Mercury.
Mercury.
A 51 Mercury,
Oh my gosh.
according to Wikipedia.
That's hilarious. That's really
That's
funny.
a song that definitely was written in the back of a car.
Yeah, absolutely. I can totally see that. I completely see that.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug. I like that story. Yeah. Well, maybe, we should.
Doug's like our resident. It's like Dougal. He's our Dougal.
He's our dramaturg for the
Yeah.
show. He's our musical dramaturg.
Well, we had a little conversation. He said, don't make me go to the Van Halen Wikipedia page. And I said, Doug, we rely on you. And he said,
And he went. He went for us.
fine.
He took one for the team, and he went to the Wikipedia page for us. Thank you, Doug.
And he suggests you do your version of Mercury Blues.
I love it.
All right.
You ready?
All right, we're gonna do this next tune, because it's still pretty,
Just because.
Still relevant.
pretty relevant.
Word on the street now, don't repeat. He pays to look so clean. Scratch beneath that shiny suit. He's nothing but obscene. They say he's got a taste for kerosene. Carries it around in his canteen. Strikes a match just to set the scene. Ooh, fortune teller fables, he'll tell it to you plain. Sell you tales of sunshine when you're soaking wet with rain. Lie straight to your face and then complain. But don't tell the truth, and that's his game. Don't believe a word he says, all the same. He's a con man king. King Kerosene. He leaves a trail of sands and next of kin. You'll steer clear if you're wise. I can tell you're tempted by the poison of his eyes. He bares his teeth while straightening up his tie. Pounds his chest, exaggerates his size. So this is where truth has come to die. Oh, King Kerosene. One day soon he'll meet his doom. His debts will be repaid. There'll be lines around the block to see this piper finally played. Do think that deep down he is afraid. He might lose his shine and then he's made. His biggest fear is that he's gonna fade away. so clean. Scratch beneath that shiny suit, he's nothing but obscene. They say he's got a taste for kerosene. Carries it around in his canteen. Strikes a match just to set the scene. He's a con-man king. King Kerosene.
That's Megan Smith, everybody.
Ah, thank you. And Smith.
That's Ann Smith, everybody.
It's like Kermit the Frog. Megan and Smith. Wow, that's a fun song to sing. Thank you, Sam, for writing that song.
Yeah. Can't wait to record it.
I'm happy the yellow guitar came out.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Hello,
Lizzie's out
Lizzie.
there. I was thinking it was you were playing that. I was like, oh, I hope Lizzie's watching,
And
listening.
A few other people who've joined us.
Yeah, let's say hi to some folks.
We have Jessica Mom Brown,
Hi, Jessica. How
Hey.
are you?
Amanda Aisha,
Oh, hey, Amanda.
And hey.
Out there in West Marin.
Nancy Redpath,
Hey, Nancy. How you doing?
Evan Wood,
Hey, Evan. How are you?
Speaking of our first
Southwest tour.
down to the Southwest is where we met Evan and Taylor at Karen Webb's house concert. that
Yes.
we went to.
She had a song circle. We went to Austin and there were all these song circles happening everywhere, and we were like, wow, this is so cool. And we got to find a song circle to join. And we went over to Karen Webb's house. Was just the luckiest thing ever
Yeah.
because she's the awesomest lady.
Yeah.
And yeah, we met Evan and Taylor and all those guys. It was a really fun night.
Thanks for coming over.
We have a picture of that, actually.
That's
a
right,
picture of
yeah.
us.
Lisa Whitman's with us. She says, I was there at the beginning.
That's right. Well,
Lisa and Richard were.
Yeah, and Richard was one of our first bookings too. I'll always remember that.
Yeah, always.
I think it was a phone call. I don't think it was. I think it was a phone call. And just
He
such
was
great praise. It was
so nice about
yeah.
the music. And we were like, wow,
Yeah.
somebody likes it.
And from Vacaville Bob, you have meeting Nancy Redpath during the Salmon River tour she arranged 17 years ago. She introduced me to Meisner and Smith, and my life changed just like that.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, Nancy, you know, she makes things happen.
That's right.
And we got to meet Vacaville Bob in person at Rooftop.
Oh, you did? That's
right.
right. Good. Thank you very much, Bob, for that story. That's awesome.
All right. Well, let's do one. We got this request last week and we didn't get to do it. And why don't we send this one out to Neil and
Neil
Cass?
and Cass, yeah.
Because I know if you guys saw us at the Bazaar Cafe, we definitely played this song.
Yep.
So, and you requested it a couple weeks ago. Is that off? Is that
A little bit,
ringtone?
yeah. Sorry. Sorry to be picky.
What
It
do
was
you
just
do
the
when
lowest
it's
note.
Slightly off. Do you raise an eyebrow, or do you just do slight winks? Or
I don't know what my face
How do
does.
you
That's an
communicate?
ongoing issue between Sam and I, is that my face does these things that make him feel like things are going wrong, and that most of the time it's just my face. Most of the time it's just what my face does, and so I'm not aware of what it's doing. And he's like, what? And I'm like, what? Yeah. It's we don't quite have the telepathy going the way we would like to. It's just not possible to read each other's minds completely. A little bit, not
Yeah.
a lot.
All right. You ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Why don't you unmute that? Good job. Well
You'll thank
remembered.
me.
sails are all ripped. Madeline, Madeline, close your eyes and sleep again. Ain't no way forward, but you can't just turn back. After discovering paradise cracked. Shells full of wisdom, gathering dust. The words on the pages seem bankrupt and bust. You've read all the poets, written some tunes, but sought inspiration alone in your room, chasing a fatal American dream, as false as a lover, a broken heart fiend. Madeline, Madeline, close your eyes and sleep again. Ain't no way forward, but you can't turn back. After discovering paradise cracked. You spent all your money on schemes that went south. They lived and they died on the edge of your mouth. Desperately searching, spinning a line, but circumstance curses you most of the time. Why don't you change something, shake off the rust? If there ain't no one here but yourself you can trust. Madeline, Madeline, close your eyes and sleep again. Ain't no way forward, but you can't just turn back. After discovering paradise cracked. Madeline, Madeline, close your eyes and sleep again. Ain't no way forward, but you can't just turn back. After discovering paradise cracked.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Marianne Dosbacher says that she first heard you at Rominger West in in 2008
Oh, yeah.
when she moved to California from the East.
Wow, I didn't realize she just moved here when we
Yeah,
first started playing there.
2008.
Well, Marianne, that's cool.
Oh, cool.
Well, we just moved here too.
And Doug says he saw lots of people at Rominger but didn't see you.
Wow. Well, okay then. Doug, we were not meant to know you yet. We were not meant to have found you yet.
And Elizabeth says she thinks the first time she heard you was at Robin's.
Oh, yeah. Robin's house is very special. We were just talking
Yeah.
about that today. What a special spot to play music.
Wow.
Well, there's another anniversary this
Yeah,
month.
there's we're going to play a couple more just to let folks know. We've got a couple more in this set. We're going to play another whole other set after this one. We'll end this live stream, take a few
little
minutes,
interval.
maybe take a 10 or something, and then we'll be back and we'll play a whole other set for you, and I hope you'll come back.
Yeah,
But we
please
still
come
got
back.
a couple more. We should mention, as always, we do have our virtual, which are
Digital.
quite real. Yes, they're not virtual. They are digital and very real tip jars out there. There's some links up there on PayPal and Venmo, and we greatly appreciate all the support so many of you have shown us over the last couple of years. Well, the last 18 really,
Yeah.
but over these last 2 years of the pandemic, and doing these shows as our only form of shows for a long time, and thankfully we're getting out a little bit more, although that's still a slow getting back to business in some ways, but just we greatly appreciate your support. And as always, we also know these are hard times, and as much as you may love the music, and it just might not be in the cards to throw something in the hat, and we completely understand that, and we never want anyone to feel bad or guilty or obliged. We just the most important thing from the very beginning of these shows was doing it for people to be together in these, even at a distance. And even as we're starting to do shows out and about, it's still great to do these shows to play for people in Atlanta or Oregon or Minneapolis or
Yeah.
wherever or around the corner. These have been so great. So yes, thank you so much for your support. We do greatly appreciate it. And again, if you're just here, your presence is more than enough. So, and that goes out to the lurkers out there too.
Well, you started writing this when you were in New York City, actually,
That's
right?
right,
Before
yeah.
we did Woody Guthrie's American Song together.
But I knew that I was going to
You
be
were
playing.
going to be playing Woody.
Yeah. And it felt, I was in New York City and I saw this. I was staying at a friend's house in Long Island City, my dear friend Spencer's place. And he was out of town and I was staying there and happened to throw on a DVD of Rick Burns, Ken Burns' brother, did a great documentary about the history of New York City. And it was so cool to watch this documentary and then go out and, spend my first few months in New York City. I'd never been there. And to walk by the building where this happened was pretty, this was the first time I'd heard about the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory and the fire that really galvanized and really galvanized the labor movement in this country. And sort of in the spirit of Woody, the songs that Woody was writing, I felt like writing a song about these people and using the names of some of the people that were really involved. Specifically, the main character in this song, Cecilia Walker, was one of the women who died in the fire, and I list the owners of the factory. Their names
I
are.
thought she got out.
I mean, she did. Sorry, but I found name.
Isn't that in the song?
Yes. But all of these, I didn't mean that. What I meant was all of these people were really in life.
They're real people.
These are
Yeah,
real people.
yeah. Yeah. There's incredible stories.
I don't
If you
listen to
guys
the
wanna-
words that I write. I just sing them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If you ever want to learn more about the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire, it's really, really interesting stuff. And Elizabeth Lesensky, I know you have a personal familial connection with this historic tragedy. So it's not that long ago. It's really not that long ago.
111 years ago.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
It's like a little over a lifetime ago, which
Yeah.
is a blink of an eye, really.
Yeah.
So, still very important to talk about it
Yeah.
and to remember all those women and a few men
Yeah.
who actually ended up dying in the fire. So,
And
Yeah.
these things still happen. So I
And
just,
it could have been prevented.
it could have been prevented. And then it happened again.
And
Yeah.
again, yeah.
All right. So anyway, I thought an upbeat tempo might be
Yeah.
sneaky.
Yeah.
All right. you
Get
ready?
into their ears and then they have to remember the story.
That's right. All right, here we go. Locked inside the factory 13 hours a day. The foreman's bent to break our backs. Our uncle takes our pay. Sewing rolls of velvet clothes for uptown girls to wear. Our tenement slums have become a city of despair. 7 cents an hour, yes, and every dress that's sewn will sell for more than all my bills and everything I own. Saw a dress I made hung up in a fancy store. Reflections in the windows showed the ragged clothes I wore. Hope is broken, worries in my soul. One more day, one more dollar in the hole.
My name's Cecilia Walker and I'm 20 years of age. I crossed the wide Atlantic for to find a living wage. Factory work and servants' chores were all that I could find. This land of opportunity's not what I had in mind.
Hours of sewing came and went, the workday almost done. The objects of our labor all around us, they were hung. Owners never trusted us, these immigrants, they swore, will steal any chance they get, that's why we lock the doors. Hope is broken, worries in my soul. One more day, one more dollar in the hole. Flames broke out below us and soon they blocked the doors. And fire escapes were bolted shut on every single floor. Kept my wits about me and the good Lord by my side. But I still believe that luck's the only reason I'm alive. Though 150 women died up in them flames, the owners felt, the courts agreed it wasn't them to blame. So Isaac Harris and Max Blank can go home to their wives, while the $100 bills should cover each and every life. Hope is broken, worries in my soul. One more day, one more dollar in the hole. Mr. Corporation sitting 80 stories high, got briefcase full of dollar bills, sleeps with it at night. Makes his whole damn living off of other people's needs. He'll sell you his own hanging rope if profits to be made. He'll sell you his own hanging rope if profits to be made.
Yeah.
Yes, he will.
All right. Well, we're going to do one more and take a little break, and then we'll come back and play a whole other set. We hope you'll come back. We wanted to do this one. I don't know why. We just were in the mood.
Yeah.
And it's a great song by Bobby Charles. Bobby Charles.
Bobby Charles, yes.
All right. You ready? Mm-hmm. We thought we'd get you boogieing a little bit before we take a little break. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready to boogie.
all the Creole girls I see. Drink all day, dance all night. We'll do it wrong till we do it right. Down south in New Orleans, prettiest girls I've ever seen. Sparkling eyes, lips so sweet. We make love to the rumba beat. Ships at anchor, my suitcase packed. I got a one-way ticket, ain't coming back. Life's a pleasure, love's a dream. Down south in New Orleans. I wanna get too loose on Toulouse Street. I'm gonna kiss all the Creole girls I see. Drink all day, dance all night. Do it wrong till we do it right. Down south in New Orleans, the prettiest girls I've ever seen. Sparkling eyes, lips so sweet. We make love to the rumba beat. Ships at anchor, my suitcase packed. I got a one-way ticket, ain't coming back. Life's a pleasure, love's a dream. Down south in New Orleans.
All right, y'all. Well, let's take a little break.
Yeah.
We'll come back in about 10 minutes, and
Yeah, do another set.
we'll do a whole other set. So if you haven't done this before, this live stream will end. You come back, you'll probably see either the thing saying starting soon, and you're in the right place. Even if you don't, we'll be right back. So just
Yeah.
refresh your page,
Yeah.
and we'll be appearing on your screen in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
All right.
guys. We'll be back in
See
10.
you guys soon.